Very good morning, students. For this lecturing video session, I am going to solve a problem from development of lateral surfaces. Let me just read out the question and make you understand what is being given and what is to be drawn. A lampshade is formed by cutting a cone of base 144 mm diameter and 174 mm height by a horizontal plane at a distance of 72 mm from the apex. And another plane is inclined at 30 degree to HP passing through one of the extremity of the base. Draw the development of lampshade. So the given data, here the object is a cone, object is a cone of diameter 144 mm, of diameter 144 mm, and the axis height is 170, axis height is 174 mm by a horizontal plane at a distance of 72 mm from the apex. That is nothing but a horizontal plane is used. The cutting plane is horizontal, that means which is parallel to the base. So the cutting plane 1 or the section plane is horizontal or parallel to base 72 mm from the apex, which is 72 mm from the apex or vertex, and the another cutting plane, that is cutting plane number 2 or section plane, which is inclined to 30 degree HP and passing through one of the extremity of the base, passing through one of the extremity of the base. So in the previous problems, it was given that only one cutting plane is used to cut the solid. For this particular question, two cutting planes are used to cut the object, right? So before that, just find the radius of this. So d is equal to 144. Therefore, r is equal to d by 2, which is 72 mm. Right? Let me just draw the xy line. Above xy is VP, below is HP. So here the radius is 72 mm. Right? So which would be very big. When you just draw the full circle, it would be very big. So in order to cover up in the given sheet, that the A3 sheet, you must select the appropriate or choose appropriate scale here. I am going to use reduction in scale, that is reduced scale. I am going to use scale 1:2, which is nothing but 1 by 2, that is half. So if 72 mm is there, then I need to take 36 mm as radius, because I am considering scale 1:2, reduced scale. Therefore, whatever dimension given in the question, I need to consider half of it. So if the radius is 72 mm, then I need to consider 36 mm as radius, right? So take 36 as radius and draw a circle. Now just divide this circle into 4 equal divisions, and this center portion is apex or vertex O, A, B, C, D, the notations A, B, C, D. Now I need to project it vertically in order to draw the front view. This is the axis, right? Axis can be denoted as long line dot long line. What is the axis height here? The axis height is 174 mm. but you have considered the scale. Therefore, you have to choose the appropriate scale here. 1:2, the half of it. 174 divided by 2. Isn't it? Which could be 87. Isn't it? So take from the base and cut an arc. This would be something. So this could be O dash. Now close the boundary. Close the boundary. When you look at from here, OA, OB, OC are visible. So A dash, that is O dash, A dash, then B dash, O dash, then C dash, O dash is visible. What about D, which is behind B? Therefore, D is invisible. D is invisible. The symbol resting position of this particular cone has been drawn here. The top view and the front view. Don't draw anything as dark line or object line, because couple of cutting planes are used to cut the object. Isn't it? Fine. Now, let me just choose the cutting plane 1, which is horizontal or parallel to the base. That too, 72 mm from the apex. 72 mm from the apex. So you should take 72 mm. That means you have already considered this scale. So half of it. That means 72 divided by 2. 36 from the top. 36 from the top. This is somewhere here. Right. Now cut an arc. So this is the cutting plane which is passing through it. So cutting plane should be represented widened on the both sides. Widened on the both sides. Fine. Let me just look at the second cutting plane, which is inclined to HP at 30 degree and passing through one of the extremity of the base. One of the extremity of the base. So extremity in the sense, here we have left extremity of the base and right extremity of the base. So usually our practice, we used to cut left to right, that inclination, right? So I am going to choose the left extremity of the base. Now I am going to keep the protector in this manner and choose 30 degree from the horizontal. 30 degree from the horizontal. Somewhere here. Now draw the line, that is this represents the cutting plane, isn't it? This represents the cutting plane. So in the usual practice, below the cutting plane or section plane, we used to keep this a remained portion. That is, which is resting on the XY line, we used to keep that as a remained portion. For if the cutting plane, only one cutting plane is used. Whereas here 2 cutting planes are used, isn't it? So here this was parallel to the base and next is 30 degree inclination passing through the one of the extremity of the base. So this is the portion and remained. So because 2 cutting planes are used, if you use this, this will be removed, and if you use the cutting plane, this would be removed, and this is the portion which should be remained. So remained portion should be drawn as dark. Remained portion should be drawn as dark. Clear? Right. And the circle, if you want, you just draw as dark. Because here it is not as the sectional view, so you can just draw this as dark. So when the cutting plane is used, new cutting points are generated. Right. Let me just start from here. So on this OA is there. Right. This is the generator, that is a straight line. That is OA. Therefore, only one point will be there, which would be visible. So 1 dash. So here we have assumed the imaginary line, right? That is OB and OD. OB is visible, therefore 2 dash. OD is right behind, that is invisible. I am just leaving a bracket. And next the generator line where OC is there. Therefore, only one point would have been generated, that is newly created cutting points. Therefore, this could be 3 dash. What about this? Then naturally this could be 4 dash. First cutting plane, I have marked all the cutting points. Let me just move to the next cutting plane, which is passing through the left extremity of the base. So here, look at here, OA, only one. So this could be, here I used up to 4, therefore I am just starting it from 5, only 1 point. And look at here, OB and OD are there. Therefore, 2 cutting points are there. One would be visible, the other would be invisible, so I'm just leaving a bracket here. And OD, only one cutting point is there, which is 7 dash. And the hidden is A dash. Clear? Now, with this, I have finished the top view and the front view. So, this is the remained portion. This is the remained portion. So, I am going to develop the lateral surfaces for the remained portion of this particular cone. By developing this, you will get the lampshade shape. So, radial line method is used for the development of lateral surfaces for cone. So, by doing that, a sector of the circle is formed, isn't it? So, for which I have thought a formula to find the theta, right, the inclination theta, which is nothing but R by SL into 360. That's a formula which I taught you in the introduction video. So, R is nothing but the radius of the circle and SL is nothing but the slant height, that is from the apex to the base. This is nothing but the SL. This is nothing but the SL. Slant length. SL. So, measure this SL because we know the axis height, but we don't know the exact height of this slant length or slant height. So, this needs to be measured by using scale. So, R is, what is the radius? Radius is 72 mm. Radius is 72 mm. So, by measuring the OC distance by using scale, you will get 188 mm into 360. If you do so, you will get approximately 140 degree. That is 138 degree approximately. So, now choose a point here. Choose a point here. Draw a unconditional line. Now measure the distance between OC in your compass. Keeping at O. This is O. Measure it. O to C. Now cut an arc. Draw an arc. So here the theta is 138 degree. Therefore you just keep your protractor in this manner. This would be 90. The 138 would be somewhere here. 138 would be somewhere here. So this is nothing but 138 degree. This is 138 degree. That is theta. Now this particular sector or segment needs to be divided into 4 equal parts because we have divided the circle into 4 A, B, C, D namely. Therefore, either you can do with a protector 138 divided by 4, in that manner you can do it, or using the bisecting method, taking more than half, cut an arc, just divide that, right. So, this segment needs to be divided into 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So, now connect it, connect these segments, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, here the base has been named as ABCD, therefore starts with A, B, C, D and A. Clear? Now, 2 cutting planes are used, right? So, here the horizontal cutting plane, therefore it will look like an arc only. So, measure the distance of O to 1 in your compass. Keep it over here. Just draw an arc, right, an arc, because it is a horizontal cutting plane is used. That is parallel to the base, so you can use compass. Next, let's move to here. The point is, I'll have to transfer these points on this development. So on OA, 1 is there. On OA, it is 1. On OB, it is 2. OB, it is 2. And OC, it is 3. And OD, it is 4. Again, OA, it is 1. Right. Now, I need to transfer the points of the second cutting plane which is used. So, on OA, it is 5. So, it is exactly here, this 5. Right. On OB, 6. Right. Measure it from O to 6 in our compass. O to 6 in our compass. O to 6, and on B, this is somewhere here. This could be 6. Now, measure O7 on OC, that slant height, right? That is a generator line. O7 on OC. O7 on OC. This is somewhere here. This is some. On OD, it is 8 number point. So, measure O to 8 and transfer it on OD. This could be 8. Next, OA. O is 5, which is on the end point, which is 5. Here, you should not use scale because it is a curved surface. So, by using the free hand, you will have to connect it. By using free hand, you will have to connect it. Right. So, now, which one is remained portion and which one is removed portion? So, this is the remained portion. That means, within this would be the remained. So, you will have to just darken that remained portion. Darken that remained portion. Right. So, with free hand, you just draw. Right. This is the remained portion, and rest everything should be drawn as thin line or construction line. So, what about these lines? You should not put it because the cone doesn't have any corners or edges. It is full of generators, right? So, there won't be any edges, right? So, only the periphery alone will come here as far as the cone is concerned, the development of cone is concerned. And cylinder also, you will not have any lines, only the periphery, the outline will be there for the cylinder and cones because it's a curved surface. So, with this I have finished the top view, the front view and the development of the lampshade or the lateral surfaces of the lampshade. Next, I need to do the dimensioning here. So, when you just doing the dimensioning, when you consider the scaling, whatever dimension is given, that needs to be mentioned here. So, here the dimension, I am just using the leader line here. So, here the radius, that is not radius, the diameter is 144 mm. So, dia 144, right? And from the apex to this horizontal plane, it is 72 mm. It is 72 mm. 72. And the axis height is 174. Axis height is 174. Axis height is 174. Mention it over the dimensioning line 174. Next, the cutting plane inclination, you will have to mention it here. Cutting plane inclination you need to mention, which is 30 degree, which is 30 degree. Right. So, check if any of the dimensions are missed out. So, the diameter has been captured. Next, the 174, that is the axis height has been captured. now the first cutting plane which is 72 mm from the apex which is also captured. The second section plane or cutting plane inclination is 30 degree which has been captured. So next what I have to do? I have to do the mention the nodes. So all dimensions are in mm, right? So with the guideline of 5 mm, you have to mention all dimensions are in mm. So all dimensions are in mm. And see, as far as this problem is concerned, I have considered reduced scale. So that also needs to be mentioned. So scale, it is a reduced scale of 1:2. 1:2. So if you mention it over here, you need not to write anything here. So you just erase this stuff. That needs to be captured within the guideline. So scale is 1:2. So you should not get confused when such two cutting planes are asked in the plane. You just read out the question and understand it, then just implement it here. Hope you have all understood how to do the development for the lateral surfaces of cone. Thank you.